Manchester United legend drops major hint about Cristiano Ronaldo's future move. Brace yourself, football fans. There's some massive news on the horizon. Could Cristiano Ronaldo be gearing up for a sensational return to Manchester United? After a bitter exit in 2022, most thought that the chapter was closed for good. But according to one of his former teammates, we might not have seen the last of CR7 at Old Trafford. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Ronaldo's second stint at Manchester United was nothing short of dramatic. After a stunning comeback in 2021, he lit up the Premier League with over 20 goals in his first season back. But by the end of 2022, the dream reunion had turned into a nightmare. It all culminated in that now infamous interview with Piers Morgan, where Ronaldo didn't hold back, calling out the club's lack of ambition, outdated facilities, and taking direct aim at Erik ten Hag. It was the kind of interview that left United with no choice but to terminate his contract. But here's the thing, even at 39 years old and now playing for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, Ronaldo's still proving that he's far from finished. He's scoring goals, currently a career total of over 900 of them to be precise, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. And despite everything, he's still talking about Manchester United. In a recent interview with his former teammate Rio Ferdinand, Ronaldo confessed that he still loves the club, despite the ugly way that things ended. But with the bad blood between him and Erik ten Hag, can we even imagine a scenario where Ronaldo could make a sensational return to Manchester? Now, let's talk about this ongoing feud between Ronaldo and ten Hag. In the weeks following his exit from United, Ronaldo didn't mince his words about the current state of the club. He's been openly critical of United's lack of progress under ten Hag, suggesting that the club has lost its way and needs to rebuild everything. And then there's the harshest part, his belief that ten Hag doesn't have the mentality to bring trophies back to Old Trafford. In a conversation with Rio Ferdinand, Ronaldo doubled down, saying, as Manchester United's coach, you cannot say you're going to fight to win the league or the Champions League. You have to try. Those comments were clearly aimed at ten Hag's approach, and Ronaldo didn't stop there. He implied that under ten Hag, United had lost the hunger and drive that once made them champions. For ten Hag, this was a direct challenge to his authority. Since taking over, the Dutchman has been working to instill his philosophy and build a team that plays his style of football. But the early months were rocky, and while United showed flashes of promise, they weren't yet the dominant force fans were hoping for. Ronaldo's critiques only added more pressure. In response, ten Hag has been firm, insisting that the team is moving in the right direction and that the focus is on the future, not on players like Ronaldo who are part of the club's past. Ouch. There's no question that ten Hag wants to establish his own legacy, and dealing with a figure as iconic as Ronaldo was never going to be easy. With Ronaldo's comments gaining traction, ten Hag fired back, suggesting the Portuguese star was out of touch with the reality of the situation. According to ten Hag, building a winning team takes time, and you just can't rely on one star power to win titles, especially when that star is nearing 40. It's clear that the rift between Ronaldo and ten Hag hasn't healed, and for many, it's hard to see how they could ever be reconciled. And that brings us to the question, is there any chance Ronaldo could return to Manchester United? Wes Brown, one of Ronaldo's former United teammates, certainly thinks so. In a recent interview, Brown hinted that while a return might seem unlikely, you can never say never when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo. Brown went on to explain that Ronaldo's departure in 2022 was disappointing for everyone involved, and there might be a chance for him to come back and make amends for the way things ended. Here's what Brown had to say. Obviously, when he left the second time, we were all disappointed because he had been one of United's best ever players. It was disappointing how it ended, and I think he could return to try to make amends for the sour ending. Even in his first season back at the club, he scored 20 goals. I think the exit was a bit over the top, but for him to come back in some way, I'd love it. Now, before you go getting too excited, remember this is all speculation for now. With the ongoing war of words between Ronaldo and ten Hag, it's hard to imagine the two of them ever working together again. But football is full of surprises, and Ronaldo's love for Manchester United is undeniable. So what do you think? Could Ronaldo really make a comeback at Manchester United, or has that ship sailed for good? Let us know in the comments, and if you want more breaking football news, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Harrington, and this is Footballers.